2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, NBA fans. In tonight's presentation, the New Orleans Pelicans face off against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. Taking a look at the Rockets, the anticipation has been building toward this opening night. They get to kick off the season at home. It's a chance to see where they are now and what they need to improve upon to get to where they want to be. And here we are, game one of the new season. Kenny, every team coming in with a clean slate.
Yeah, because whatever you had troubles in last year, that doesn't matter. This is a new year. Be optimistic until proven otherwise.
I'm just looking forward to spending another year with you guys as family. And Ernie, you're looking 10 years younger.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling 10 years younger as well, Sean.
It's all exercise, isn't it?
And you're looking like, what are you? You're down to what, 275?
No, 575.
575.
Lost 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Kenny?
I grew some hair.
Did you? Yeah, you did.
That's a wig.
All right.
And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans: Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Then there's Gordon. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 4. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Harden scanning the floor. To the wing on the left. Westbrook against Ball. The 9-foot shot. Kicks it out to Harden. 6 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Harden is an elite shooter. Somebody who thrives at overcoming whatever the defense throws at him. He likes that chess match, and he usually comes out on top.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. On defense, the Rockets. It's a 3-point game. Ball against Westbrook. Outside Holiday.
Nice attention to detail on defense. Harden showing he wants to improve on this end of the court.
Here's the lob to Harden.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Pelicans still look like they're getting going. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
The pass to Ingram. Now here's Williamson. T right on him. 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And, Kevin, I really think it's important that that shot becomes part of Ball's arsenal. He's got to get comfortable knocking down the three-point shot.
Now here's Harden. A 35-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
That free throw, no good.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And he's good on the second. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ball kicks to Holiday. Back to Ball. To the inside. Williamson doesn't go for it. And it's Houston the other way. Westbrook surveying the D. Harden outside. The Rockets with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Westbrook passes to Gordon. Poked away and stolen by Williamson. Pass to Favors. Harden against Holiday. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Ball finds Favors. Poke loose, and so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. James Harden, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Here's Williamson. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Rockets leading by 3. Westbrook passes to Tucker. Shoots over Ingram. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Now, here's Ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against Memphis.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
Shot clock at 3 and stolen by Gordon. Outside Westbrook. Back to Gordon. Passes it to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Ingram. A 20-point game for him in the win against Memphis. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Rockets on defense. The three.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Now here's Williamson. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Favors. 4 on the clock. They need this one. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he?
It's all about keeping the defense off balance, guys. I mean, not knowing where you're going to go. I sort of thought he was hoping to go hard to the rack there.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Now Gordon following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Outside Gordon. House kicks to Gordon. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Here's Gordon following the basket by Lonzo Ball. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Derek Favors. A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or 2 that can chart his numbers during the game, but the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, they should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled or not.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. Pelicans trail by 6. Ball dishes to Favors. Kicks it to Ingram. Back to Favors. Now the pass to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Favors passes to Williamson. Holiday looking over the floor. Over House. The shot by Holiday, no good.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And the first one drops. Houston making some changes. Cephalosha comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Austin Rivers in for Eric Gordon. New Orleans making a switch here. good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
And here's Cephalosha. He brings it up for the Rockets. They're leading by 8. Pass to Rivers from outside the arc. And it's Melly with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot. Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Westbrook, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Ingram passes to Williamson. Over House. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
Rivers against Holiday. Back to Westbrook. And he gets the bucket. Westbrook's got 9.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Ingram outside. The kick out to Holiday. They get a hand on it. Cephalosha with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Rockets.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
That free throw good from Harden.
You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 5. He kicks it to Redick. 6 on the shot clock for 3. That shot off. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Harden. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And Clark, last year Harden was quoted in saying most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
That's good from Ball. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. Rockets leading by 11. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Redick. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Ball. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And Ball has so much confidence on this floater, in addition to a nice touch with it, so that makes it really hard to deal with.
Rivers against Ball. Count it. And the Rockets lead by 13.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Melly. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. Here's Redick, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Guys, J.J. Redick is much more than just a standstill shooter. I mean, his movement without the ball and his quick trigger release, a very deadly combination.
New Orleans shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
No good on the free throw.
Boy, Redick has some of the most admirable traits you want to see in any basketball player. His professionalism and work ethic have made him the player he is today.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Hayes, he's checked in for Ingram. So he comes up empty at the line.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Now, here's Ball. 9 points in the game so far. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Rivers passes to Harden, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Harden's got 17.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Now, Redick still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And so it's Houston riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. Williamson out there with Hart. And then there's Etuan Moore. Then it's Holiday. And it's Hayes in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Westbrook. Zion Williamson making his last shot. A floater. Pelicans with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Passes to Rivers. The kick out to Westbrook. Gordon outside. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 11. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
On defense, Houston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Williamson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Houston leading by 11. Rivers dishes to Westbrook. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Cephalosha kicks to Rivers. Houston moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. From deep. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Gordon. 17 points for him last game against Dallas. Fires the three. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. That's now 8 points for Eric Gordon.
Good quickness on the catch and shoot. Gordon giving the defense no time to react off the pass.
Holiday, the pass to Hayes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duty.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
And he knocks down the first one. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Pass to Rivers. Outside Westbrook. Over Moore. And it's Westbrook missing.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel House is checked in for Houston. James Harden comes in for Rivers. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Inside. Williamson kicks to Hart. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Houston leading by 15. Gordon, the pass to Tucker. Outside Westbrook. There's the pass to Gordon. No good from outside. New Orleans gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Holiday. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Memphis.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 9.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Holiday finds more. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball, trailing by 17. Clock at 6. Outside Holiday. The fadeaway. The shot will not fall. And it's Houston the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Pass to Harden. From the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Holiday kicks to Hart. Pass to Hayes. Second chance effort, and the layup is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Westbrook, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic.
Wow.
Because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. All comes in for each one more. No good on the second free throw. Pelicans trail by 16. Here's Holiday. They grab their own miss. Pass to Hart. Back to Ball. Over Rivers. The Rockets pull it in. Harden outside. Taken away by Holiday. Here's Hart. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Got a hand on it.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The pass to Hayes. New Orleans moving it around.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
The Pelicans have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And that one misses.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for P.J. Tucker. So he can't get either to fall.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden inside the three-point line. The Rockets with another miss.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Ingram dishes to Redick. Passes it to Holiday. From deep three-point range. But they get it back. Favors passes to Melly. Now Holiday. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Second chance shot. And it's Melly missing. Houston leading by 14. Harden the pass to Sefolosha. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now here is Holiday. Favors finds Ingram. Back to Favors. Outside for Redick. Pass to Melly. There's the 3. Favors can't get it to go.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Cephalosha passes to Westbrook. Rivers. And the three off target. Pelicans trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Redick against Westbrook. Down low. Here's Melly. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And Holiday kicks to Redick. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Favors.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Cephalosha. And it's Gordon in for Russell Westbrook. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. All comes in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Harden. He's got 17. The pass to Rivers. Here's Gordon. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And that's his fourth foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
And the Rockets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Now here's Gordon. 8 points for him. The kick out to Westbrook. Outside Gordon. Houston moving it around. Harden inside the three-point line. Another miss by Houston.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 23 points a game, 10 assists and 11 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Now, here's Westbrook. A 32-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Over ball. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. A 12-point game. Ball dishes to Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
A three-pointer is right on target. And that's now 11 points for Eric Gordon.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Outside Holiday, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 three-point shots to go here.
Outside Westbrook. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. No good with the layup.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 8. From deep. Can't hit that one. And so it's Houston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie, James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, the word crafty gets thrown around, but Harden's sort of the poster child for it. Knows the angles, knows how to draw fouls. Frustrating guy to defend, as we're seeing once again tonight.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Rockets leading by 9. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's House in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Right side, Westbrook. And it's blocked.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
Pass the ball. Williamson with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
One is off. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
He's off on the second.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Outside Westbrook. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Russell Westbrook, number 1, and of course Drew Holiday.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Takes a 3, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holiday's got the first basket of the second half. That one for New Orleans. Outside Westbrook. And the layup is good. And the Rockets lead by 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Williamson. Defended by Gordon. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Fires for 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Westbrook. 14 points for him. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Pelicans trail by 8. And here is Ball. He's got 9. Passes it to Favors. Over House. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Ball. 6 points for Derek Favors.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Outside Gordon. Out to the right wing. That's tipped. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Rockets leading by 4. Harden the pass to Tucker. Harden kicks to Westbrook. Houston moving it around. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Gordon's got 14 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Pass to Holiday, 5 to shoot, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Houston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Outside Gordon from downtown. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. That he'll go to the line to shoot 3. They get Derek Favors.
And Gordon very physical with the defense, solid at creating chances for himself to get to the line.
Rockets have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. Free throw good from Eric Gordon. Well, Eric Gordon is the kind of player that you absolutely do not go under on a screen. He'll pull up from deep.
Yeah, he's got great range, and you watch the former Hoosier shoot, and you see how much he uses his legs. Gordon's liable to take a shot from any distance in the gym. I mean, he's got that kind of range, and his form is very efficient, and his confidence is sky high.
Good on the second free throw.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
And he nails the third. Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Tuesday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And that game against the Suns, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
The pass to Tucker from deep. The Rockets again can't hit. Pelicans trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Favors. And then Favors with the dunk. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Knocks it loose. Bounce pass, Holiday. And Favors kicks to Ingram. Lets the 3 fly. Goes back up. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Favors.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Westbrook passes to House. No good on the 3.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Harden against Holiday. And Favors kicks the ball. On the wing, Holiday. There's the triple. Here's Favors. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And the shot goes in. Westbrook's got 16.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Holiday against Harden. A 15-footer. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
The Rockets making a switch here. Rivers checked in.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Great showing for him last season. First in scoring, second in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Trey. Ball with the rebound. And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, you know, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny part in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room.
And what a day on the glass for a guy who's given up a lot of size out on the floor.
Passes the ball. Back to Holiday. Dishes at the ball. Shot clock at 5. For the tie, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Houston.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
The first one falls. Houston making some changes. Cephalosha comes in for P.J. Tucker. And McLemore's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Redick comes in for Ingram. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Ball. That one drops. He ties it up. Harden with it. He's got 17. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And so it's New Orleans with it. And that's a foul. It's called Ntabo Cephalosha. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rivers against Ball for the lead. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to McLemore. Harden against Redick. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 19 points.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
There's the pass to Redick. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on James Harden. The Pelicans have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far. And he hits the first of 3. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Tipped away and stolen by Redick. Drops in the breakaway layup. Redick's got 5 points in the quarter.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Got that one up quick. McLemore's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Mr. Do-It-All coming away with the assist there. I mean, Harden making sure to keep his teammates involved in the offense.
Ingram up top. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ingram's got his second basket of the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, when Harden decides to turn it up, then you're turned out. It is a sight to see, folks. I mean, relentless, instinctive, tremendous night so far for him.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And that's now 6 points for Brandon Ingram. Rockets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Knocked loose. 1:52 left in the third quarter. McLemore, no good. New Orleans in the lead. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Number 5 is J.J. Redick.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
No good on that one.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Daniel House. Gordon comes in for James Harden. And it's Russell Westbrook in for McLemore. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And the second free throw, good.
Always got to keep an eye on the ball. No pun intended. He's a guy that can do a little bit of everything. A triple-double threat every game.
Hayes with the steal. Here's Hart. He's covered by Westbrook. That one goes. Count it. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
And they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
Rebounded by Hart. Well for New Orleans, shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Kicks it to Ball. New Orleans moving it around, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
Good utilization of his height and speed to get to the line that time. Ball showing you he's got the savvy to draw contact.
And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for New Orleans.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
That free throw, no good. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Gordon. And here's Rivers, covered by Redick. Floats one up. Second shot opportunity, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Hayes kicks to Hart. 27 seconds left in the third. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bulls got the lead up to 8 now for New Orleans.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Now here's Westbrook. He kicks it to Tucker. The Rockets with another miss. The third quarter comes to a close. New Orleans on top, up by 8. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also... excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ejuan Moore is out there with Howard. Then there's Williamson. And it's Hart in at the 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And it's Ejuan Moore with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Rockets with possession here, trailing by 10. Double team on Westbrook. Inside, Rivers, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Williamson, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
A free throw drops for Rivers.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Passes it to Moore. Jacks up a three. No good on that one. And Houston the other way now. The feed now to Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, at this point in his career, Austin Rivers has proven how deadly he can be as a weapon, Clark, off the bench.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I like the energy that Rivers comes in with. I mean, he pushes the tempo and looks for a shot as well. And I think he can play either guard spot effectively.
Free throw good from Eric Gordon.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
He hits both from the stripe. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Moore outside. Holiday against Rivers. Outside Holiday. Pass to Hart from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Cephalosha's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Westbrook with the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's good from Westbrook. So he gets them both. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. The pass to Moore. Outside Holiday. Buries it from three-point range. Holiday's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Westbrook against Holiday. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Russell Westbrook.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. Westbrook against Moore. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. Here's Favors. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Houston gets called for the foul. He's off on the first. He doesn't get the second one. Rockets trail by 3. Feeds to Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Holiday against Rivers. Now Holiday. Pass to Hart. Clock at 6. Here's Favors. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Gordon kicks to Rivers. And some nice passing there by Houston. And the rejection by Favors.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Cephalosha finds Rivers. Over Holiday, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 24 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Count that one.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Now a timeout called by Houston. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Daniel House has checked in for Houston. James Harden comes in for Rivers. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
New Orleans leading by 3. Hart the pass to Favors. Now here is Holiday. Knocked away. Back to Favors. Over Westbrook. Here's Hayes. Favors dishes to Hayes. And he makes that one. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Westbrook, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And that one falls for Westbrook. Both free throws good from Westbrook. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Hart. He dishes it to Holiday. Kicks to Hayes. Ingram wide open, and he's good on the 3 ball. Ingram's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Ingram really graceful with the catch and shoot jumper. His lightning quick release allows him to get off his shot in no time.
Westbrook passes to House. The dish to Tucker. And here's Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Harden outside. Launches a 3. Cans it from downtown. Harden's got 24.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Hart. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. New Orleans also making some changes. Redick comes in for Hayes. And Ball subbed in for Drew Holiday. Westbrook against Ball. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the layup's good off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Pelican lead.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the 4th.
Redick surveying the D. Back to Favors. Outside for Redick. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. And that one's good by Favors. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Outside, Redick. Pass the ball. Pass to Favors. Now, here's Ball. Tight defense on him. Here's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Outside Westbrook. Harden outside. Fires the 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derek Favors.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Gordon's checked in for Austin Rivers. The Pelicans also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for Redick. And it's Holiday in for Josh Hart. Ball kicks to Holiday. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And here's Hayes. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he makes the first. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Hayes. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. Lets it go from 11. That one's not going to go. Good D by Westbrook. The Rockets trail. To the paint, here's Tucker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Pelicans shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Favors dishes the ball. Ingram outside. Just 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Favors. Over House. And the shot is long. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
And they take the lead. 32 points for Russell Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Westbrook against Ball, but they'll get another chance.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
Pass to Tucker. Here's Harden on the wing. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Ball. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter.
And Ball is one of those guys, Kevin. He wants the rock in his hands in these key situations because his teammates expect him to deliver, and he knows that he can.
Harden the pass to Tucker. Here's Gordon. He feeds it to House. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And that one misses. New Orleans in the lead. Ingram passes to Hart, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Westbrook with it. We've got 1:08 left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Harden kicks to Westbrook. Shoots over Ball. Favors with the rebound. The Pelicans shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Down low. Hart, no good. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Now here's Westbrook. Great D that time from Favors. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And so they foul intentionally. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 6. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's the Rockets now. House dishes to Westbrook. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. New Orleans making a switch here. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Timeout called the Rockets. They're down by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately. Nice physical play by Gordon to set that shot up.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
The first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Harden kicks to Rivers. It's deflected.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
Harden inside the 3-point line. And a miss there off the inbound. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Derek. Congrats on the win. I know the season can be a grind, but it looked like you guys were having fun out there.
Oh, it's fun, man. It's always fun to win. I'm just coming out here playing my game. You know, rebounding, defense, that's my game. You know, and coach trusts me, so I couldn't let him down.
Yes, this is an up-and-coming team, and you guys really showed well tonight. Congrats, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.